Heavenly Father, Lord, I am but a humble servant, walking in line with my purpose for existence. Forgive me of those sins I might have committed knowingly and unknowingly. And as I start this day, grant me the promises and blessings to fulfill my essence. All these I ask for humbly by your grace. Amen. Now, this is Radio Land, people. Sometimes you look back and you ask yourself a vivid question. How does it always happen that you just get into a zone, and in that zone, you probably see yourself as having to want to move forward, but then you know that you need backups, right? Backups in such a way that those backups could actually be God sent to you. And when you look at it in different dimensions, in different places, you still can't even understand why others don't send to or don't get to understand that they are their backup, all in line with meeting to a goal. Because that guy that is in front might just not be that guy. That's not the one to go through all of that alone. Because the mission is just not for one person. It's for a group of people. It's just not for one person, but a group of people. And sometimes I look back and I'm grateful for blessings. I'm grateful for things that have been thrown my way and I've been able to accomplish, and not only accomplish, but also being able to stand firm to what I believe in. And when you're waking up this morning, and I'm telling you, because listen, man, only the strong people, it's not only enough to be strong. There's so many ways in which life throws so many things at you. But as you weather the storm, that distinguishes you from that shaft. You know, when rice is being grown, it's grown with a shaft, and you look at it and you ask yourself, which part of that seed that's been planted, that's growing, that looks beautiful, that looks edible, is consumed or will be consumed or will be edible. You know, sometimes I go philosophical. Sometimes I just ask myself the big question as well. Man, you're a deep thinker, man. You think too deep, but that's the reality of it. That's why we're alive anyways. I want to say good morning to you. If you're waking up on the horns of Africa this morning, this is Cradle Radio. And on Cradle Radio, my name is Akinloye. I call this Feel Good Radio. You know, Feel Good Radio with Akinloye in the morning hour. And when we're doing this, we're grateful for the gift of life. And every time that I am able to wake up and just smell the freshness of the air, I'm just glad, man. I'm just glad. I don't know about you, but I'm a firm believer in the existence of that one creator of ours, the omnipotent, that person that created us, that designed everything. And like I do say every time, we're but pawns in the hands of God. Good morning, people. If you're just joining us for the very first time, well, it's a beautiful day to join us. This is Cradle Radio. It's online radio. And what we do is we'll make you feel good in all aspects of life. My belief is that when you wake up in the morning and all of a sudden you realize that your day is set right, what would you do? You'll be happy. That's just my belief. You get to be happy if your day starts right. And hence Curated Radio's Feel Good Radio in the morning. And what we do also here is we take headlines and different from different media outlets. You know, those responsible media outlets, not just the other ones. You know what I mean by the other ones. You know, we take it, we pitch it from those people, and we'll read it to you in our own fashion with a bias for African feel good news. And feel good news Africa, we all need that, don't we? We do need that. And how do I say so? Because Africa rarely or barely gets good news from mainstream media, as the case may be. What I realized over time in my, you know, long years of being a broadcaster is the fact that it seems that bad news from Africa sells for this so-called media houses. But you're not going to hear any bad news from this stable. Believe you me, you're not going to hear that. So what we do is we mix all the headlines in a fusion with beautiful song catalogs from Africa, from motherland. And with that, I do hope I can set your day right. My name is Akinloye, and this is what we do. This is Cradle Radio. Now, one of my very best go-to any day, anytime is a man that a whole lot of people might not be conversant with. And why do I say so? Because he's a conscious singer. I love listening to this man, especially in the morning hour. And I listen to him, you know, practically every day. He just sets the mood right. It's none other than the one and only Bez Idakula having to say good day. Let's listen to that. We'll be right back with more news coming your way.
Day to make a mark. Today is the day to make things better. Another chance for a great start. This is the day I start a new thing. One of the best days of my life. Open your eyes, nothing's impossible. Look to the sky. Wouldn't you agree with me? It's a good day. Today is a good day now. This is a good day. Today is a good day now. And I know that it's gonna get better. A beautiful day. Another days of chasing shadows. Now is the time to chase a dream. No need to wait until tomorrow. This is the day to make it real. Turn over the page, rewrite your story. This is your chance to make a mark. Open your eyes, it's right there in front of you. Look to the sky, I'm sure you will agree with me. It's a good day. Today is a good day now. This is a good day. Today is a good day now. And I know that it's gonna get better. A beautiful day. Sun is shining in the morning. I feel like I'm on my way to start a new beginning. It feels like a good day. Just sing la 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 la. La 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 la. It feels like a good day. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. It feels like a good day. And I know that it's gonna get better. And I know that it's gonna get better. And I know that it's gonna get better. A beautiful day. La 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 la. A beautiful day. La 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 la. Good day. I'll be on my way. Just got a good day now. Yeah. Today is a good day now. And I know that it's gonna get better. And I know that it's gonna get better. And I know that it's gonna get better. A beautiful day.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio,
This is Cradle Radio.
The home of all things Africa.
I hear a miracle in this place. I see healing in this place. Yo, I see favor in this place. Woo! That's a blessing in this place. Oh yeah, oh. A blessing now. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah, oh, oh. Favor now. Hey, 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 hey. Miracle, miracle. Miracle, wow. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah, oh, oh. Stormy, so. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody sing, say. The blessing now. The healing now. The healing now. Where's the favor now? Favor now. The miracle now. The miracle now. Oh yeah, miracle, miracle. Miracle, wow. Yes, yo. Yes, yo. This storm must go. Stormy, so. This storm must go. Blessing now. Heal our land, heal our minds, help the children, let them play. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Restitution, restoration, reinstallation, and redemption. Oh yeah, oh, 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 yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh, 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 oh. We cannot be silent. We cannot look on. We cannot grow weary. Miracle, miracle, miracle. We will fight for this one. Fight for victory. This storm is over. This storm is over. Everybody. Oh yeah, everybody do the singing. Everybody sing. Man, no go feel shut. Everybody lift your voice. Oh yeah, make you know the worry. Oh yeah, fire, fire. Oh yeah, everybody do the singing. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio,
Oh yeah, fire, fire. Oh,
The home of all things Africa.
I take your place.
Join us
Eyes on you.
Cradle Radio.
Oh yeah, miracle, miracle. Yes, Lord. This storm is over. This storm is over. Oh yeah, miracle, miracle. We believe it might for this one. We believe it might show. We believe it might for ya. Miracle, miracle.
Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio.
Shoemaker, where you they come fix my shoe. Shoemaker, where you they I need you now. I call you because I know say now you feel fix out. Nah nah. Shoemaker, where you they I need you now. Shoemaker, where you they come and fix my shoe. Shoemaker, where you they I need you. I call you because I know say now you feel fix out. Nah nah. I know where you day, I know where to find you. Oh, 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 the point be saying a person where go fix am, me I go call you. Cause now him sabi the thing well, well, oh, well, well. I no go carry matter of shoe, go give the carpenter, nana. Cause he no sabi the work at all, oh.
Carpenter, where you dey come fix my chair? Carpenter, where you dey? I need you now. Call you because I know say now you fit fix out. Nah nah. I know where you dey. I know where to find you. Yes. Oh, the boy be saying a person where go fix am. Me I go call you. Cause now him sabi the thing well, well, yo, well, well. I know go carry matter of chair, go give a shoemaker, no, cause he knows sabi the work at all, yo. Heart fixer, where you dey come fix my heart. Heart fixer, where you dey? I need you now.
Call you because I know say now you fit fix am.
Nah nah. Heart fixer, where you dey? I need you, yes. Heart fixer, where you dey? Heart fixer, where you dey? Come and fix my heart. Heart fixer, where you dey? I need you.
Heart fixer, where you dey? I need you.
Call you because I know say now you fit fix am. Know where you dey, I know where to find you. I know where you dey, I know where to find you. Know where you dey, I know where to find you. Know where you dey, I know where to find you. Know where you dey, I know where to find you. Oh, the boy be shy, the person where go fix am. Me go call you. 'Cause now him sabi the thing well, well, yo. Well, well. I know go carry matter of heart, go give a human, no, no, no. I see no something the work that's alone. Oh, 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 the poor big say, I'm asking where go fix some, me, I go call you. When I hear something, it's in well, well, yo. I know go carry matter of heart, go give a human, no, no, no.
Cause he knows sabi the work at all.
Heart fixer, right now I need you. Right now I need you. Heart fixer. Right now I need you. Right now I need you. Right now I need you.
Well, they call this one Shoemaker, and you can get it Can't get it wrong. We're listening to those people, man. A group that's synonymous with fine pieces. Music is truly divine, especially when you hear one two seller singing it in the morning hour. This is Cradle Radio. Oh my God. Oh my, oh my. Fix it, please. Fix it. We need a good fix in the world with all the news, all the so-called negativity that bounces off and on each and every time. But what could we say? We didn't create this world. At least we could live in it in peace, if that's possible. If that's really possible. I love music that can inspire me, that can make me feel like I can fly, especially in the morning hour. Okay. Now, one of the things that I realize over time is the younger ones, the younger generations in Africa and in the world in general, not just Africa, they don't even, they practically don't know some heroes gone by, heroes of the past. You know, the past could be the present sometimes, but sometimes you look at it and the bigger question is, how many of these people that paved the way for us, freedom fighters, people who fought for independence, during the colonial days, do we even remember, right? There's so many names, I'll readily mention 10, but can the generations that are younger, can they do that? I'll mention Nnamdi Azikiwe, the great Zeke. I'll mention the late Chief Obafemi Awolowo. I'll mention the late Steve Biko. I'll mention Nelson Mandela. I'll mention a whole lot of people. But Africa lost somebody that's so great, really great, this weekend. And I still don't even hear that news on mainstream media. Some, did pay their condolences regards of this lion of Africa that's just gone by. And some didn't even, wink about who this man is. And I'm talking about none other than the late, it's so weird to say late. Of course, he was over 90, but no matter how old or elders are, we don't want them going nowhere. The late Simon Joma, Namibia's fiery freedom fighter and first president, he died at the age of 95. 95. And that is a man. That is a man. Well, let's get to the news then. Simon Joma, the fiery, white-bearded freedom fighter who led Namibia to independence from apartheid South Africa in 1990 and served as its first president for 15 years, coming to be known as the father of his nation, has died. He was 95 years, and Joma's death was announced Sunday by current Namibian president, Nangolo Mbumba, who said Joma died on Saturday night after being hospitalized in the capital, Windhoek. The foundation of the Republic of Namibia have been shaken, Mbumba said in a statement. Over the past 3 weeks, the founding president of the Republic of Namibia and founding father of the Namibian nation was hospitalized for medical treatment and medical observation due to ill health. Unfortunately, this time the most gallant son of our land, he says, could not recover from his illness. Mbumba added. He said, Njoma marshaled the Namibian people during the darkest hours of their liberation struggle. Njoma was the last of a generation of African leaders who fought their countries out of colonial or white minority rule that included South Africa's Nelson Mandela, Zimbabwe's Robert Mugabe, Zambia's Kenneth Kaunda, Tanzania's Julius Nyerere, and Mozambique's Samora Machel. He was revered in his arid, sparsely populated homeland in Southwest Africa as a charismatic father figure who steered it to democracy and stability after long colonial rule by Germany and a bitter war of independence from South Africa. He spent nearly 30 years in exile as a leader of Namibia's independence movement before returning for parliamentary elections in late 1989, the first democratic vote in the country. He was elected president by lawmakers months later in 1990 as Namibia's independence was confirmed. And the South African President Cyril Ramaphosa said Njomo led Namibia's independence movement against the seemingly unshakable might of colonial apartheid authorities and forces, and spurred the anti-apartheid movement in South Africa on its own final steps to freedom. Sam Njomo inspired the Namibian people to pride and resistance that bellied the size of the population. Ramaphosa said Namibia's attainment of independence from South Africa in 1990 ignited in us the inevitability of our own liberation. Now, many Namibians who credited Njomo's leadership for the process of national reconciliation after the deep division caused by the independence war and South Africa's policies of dividing the country into ethnically based regional governments with separate education and healthcare for each race. Even political opponents praised Njomo, who was branded a Marxist and accused of ruthless suppression of dissent while in exile, for establishing a democratic constitution and involving white businessmen and politicians in government after independence. Despite his pragmatism and nation building at home, Njomo often hit foreign headlines for his fierce anti-Western rhetoric. At a United Nations conference in Geneva in 2000, Njomo stunned delegates when he claimed AIDS was a man-made biological weapon. He also occasionally waged a verbal war on homosexuality, calling gays idiots and branding homosexuality a foreign and corrupt ideology. He also once banned all foreign television programs, declaring they had corrupted the youth of Namibia. Njomo built ties with North Korea, Cuba, Russia, and China, some of which had supported Namibia's liberation movement by providing arms and training. But he balanced that with outreach to the West, and Njomo was the first African leader to be hosted at the White House by former U.S. President Bill Clinton in 1993. Clinton called Njomo the George Washington of his country and genuine hero of the world's movement towards democracy. Njomo also advocated for the advancement of women in a largely patriarchal region, saying there is no shortage of competent and experienced African women to lead the way forward. Namibia was elected its first female president last year, and President-elect Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah's term is due to start next week. You remember on Curated Radio, we talked about that. We followed that that dispensation, that transfer of power and all that. And she's going to be the president of, she's president-elect anyways. But she's going to be sworn in as the president next month. Or term starts next month. That's a better word to use. I would want to just wish, I want to, give my condolence to the people of Namibia this morning and to Africa in general, because Africa has lost, one of the rare breeds, a very, very rare one. Those people that paved the way for what anybody's enjoying right now, because it could have been worse. What do you think? If you just joining us, it's so cool, okay? So what you're going to do is this. Tell your friends about it. And you can always listen through portals and mediums will be through www.cradleradio.com. So if you're on live, then you're with me right now. So if you're just tuning in, I'm believing in some parts of Africa, it's 7:30 in the morning right now. Okay, it's early morning, right? Very early, very early in the morning. So kindly join our social media handles. That's the way we can spread the news around about the Feel Good Radio, all about Africa. We try to, put some other news from different parts of the world into it as well. We try to put that inside because everybody deserves to hear happy news from their domain as well, right? That's what I believe in. That's what I think most times. But definitely not bad news. We'll try not to do that. And sometimes on cradleradio.com, we have something called PSAs. PSAs are public service announcements, something that's beneficial to the people, beneficial to the people listening and to the world in general. Like, let's say if prices of gasoline just gets down to like under $1, that's a good PSA. All right. Oh, it's under a shilling. I know in some parts of Africa, the currency is shillings. In South Africa, I know it's rands. And Nigeria, I know it's naira. And in Ghana, it's cedis. And where else? In the Benin Republic, it's, is this Sefa? Okay, I think so. Anyways, I love doing this, man. It's almost 30 years in the making now. It's 30 years, I think. That's right. It's always beautiful to just come around behind the microphone. In this day and age, everything is intertwined. Even the visuals as well. People want to see the person behind the microphone. But back in the day, in Radio Land, somewhere off the shores of the Atlantic, and I would say, we just went to the radio stations just having fun, back in the day. I don't know how it is right now, but I know of my own place. I know of Cradle Radio Studio, so it's totally different from where we were, sharpening our horns and getting ready to launch into life. This day and age is totally different, all right? Now, the big guns got to bring their guns out. We need to get things right. We need to, get people in order and having to show people how broadcasting is done. And that's right. I know the weather in Somalia today is, it's 13 degrees climbing to like 17 or 19 degrees Celsius later in the day. But guess what? Where I am in my part of the world, I'm on minus 12 degrees. Crazy, isn't it? I mean, really crazy. And last week I was on minus 22 or thereabout. Your freezer at home, all right? That freezer of yours is at minus 4. Now imagine somebody being by minus 22. It's the way we live. It's where we're living in. And we can only just be thankful for it anyways. This is Cradle Radio. One of the best things that happened to me was having this young man and about playing his song to you. And I'll tell you something about him real quick before I just let you listen to what he's got. Anybody who's being a fan of Cradle Radio would realize that this young man, I call him a young man, he's not that young, but he's young. He would probably just want to just strangle me for not calling him young. This man has been my brother from early 2000s. And I tell you something, he has not failed me one bit. When Cradle Radio was in the infant stage, not even in the infant stage, in the embryo stage, I called on this man and I said, listen, Manu. And Manu is African as well. All right. Born of Swedish parents in Africa, but they live in France, so he's multicultural. So I call Manu, all right? I call him Manu, but you guys will call him Trinita, all right? That's a stage name. And I called him, I said, Manu, man, I need a signature tune. So most of the tunes that you're listening beneath my voice, my signature tune was done for me by Manu Olsen, my brother from another mother. Oh man, that man has been loyal forever. has been loyal forever. And Manu's one of the best rappers I've ever heard in my life. And you're gonna feel it right now. You're gonna feel it. So if you speak French, you would understand all Manu's saying. And this is some man, but I can't say so much for him. His craft, his trade does so much wonders for him. I listened to this, for some of the, earlier listeners of Curated Radio would remember this because this was on the site every day. Anybody visiting will listen to When You Cry. Now, I'm glad and proud to present to you on a global stage When You Cry by Trinity, Manu Olsen.
When you cry, break this lonely heart. When you cry, break this lonely heart. When you cry, break.
Yeah.
Aussi vrai qu'être vraiment désolé n'a jamais rien résolu. Nous ne sommes pas des cas isolés, c'est les évolus. Bien des fois j'ai voulu m'envoler, mais mes ailes étaient gelées. J'ai imaginé avaler des gélules ou m'en voler une. Je me voyais au fond d'une poubelle foulée comme un assassine. Mon corps pouvait par les fourmis, c'était trop facile. Pour tout un tas de raisons, finalement je n'ai pas pu le faire. Je te demande à faire autant, cela ne me semble pas nécessaire. 2, 3 ulcères, pose-toi sur tes vieux frères. Comme tu le sais, tu n'as pas autant d'amis que de mains que tu serres. Aïe, je sais que ça fait mal pour faire meilleur après. Je connais ce goût âpre, le gouffre et son attrait. Les sourires se prennent à crête, mais les têtes quand ça traîne. Mieux vaut cracher maintenant qu'après, c'est même les anges apprennent. Le matin ou l'après-midi, ou la nuit sous la neige. Nos vies sont théâtrales, c'est sous la pluie, sous la grêle. Fait les montagnes russes, c'est devenu banal. Les états d'âme, faut voir les gueules qu'on tire dans les rues de Paname. À jeter dans le premier canal, à la première panade. Au premier imprévu, la balade tourne à la noyade. Chantons des jérémiades, bâtissons des stalags. Plus d'eau chaude, allons nous suicider sur l'esplanade. À l'enfer, escalade, depuis le pont des armes. Depuis n'importe quel pont d'où on plonge déjà. Ouvrez donc toutes les vannes, tailladons-nous les veines. D'avenir, nous n'avons jamais eu qu'on en finisse avec. Trêve d'ironie, rares sont les trèfles à gratte-feuille. Donc sèche tes larmes et va te battre, ma gueule.
I can see each and every time I look into your eyes. I can see each and every time I look into your eyes. When you cry, break this lonely heart. When you cry, break this lonely heart. When you cry,
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio,
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
the home of all things Africa.
Je suis rentré chez toi, j'ai tout pris, même ton cœur, je suis parti avec. Bébé a le bras long comme le fit, je sais pas si t'as la rêve. Pour t'emmener au soleil, c'est pas ce que j'ai fait, j'ai dû vendre de la neige. Elle c'est ma sicario, j'allais rester même quand c'est la haine. Je la vois dans mes DM, elle veut revenir, je lui dis c'est mort. Elle dit que je suis mieux que ta babies, mais je lui dis que c'est mort. Vends pas l'œil, s'il te plaît, vends pas l'œil. Nous deux c'est plus pareil, elle veut qu'on se voit tout à l'heure. Vends pas l'œil, s'il te plaît, vends pas l'œil. Nous deux c'est plus pareil, elle veut qu'on se voit tout à l'heure. Laisse-moi, s'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Je te dis que c'est mort. S'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Laisse-moi, s'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Je te dis que c'est mort. S'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Je suis rentré dans son cœur pour voir mon avenir, je me suis pas vu avec. Entre nous trop de latence, je suis pas dans les temps, je sais pas capter la rêve. Qu'est-ce que tu veux au final, dis-moi. Nous deux y'a plus de feeling. Elle veut me rendre fêlée, de c'est de l'histoire en scène comme les filas. Vends pas l'œil, s'il te plaît, vends pas l'œil. Nous deux c'est plus pareil. Elle veut qu'on se voit tout à l'heure. Porte pas l'air. S'il te plaît, porte pas l'air. Nous deux c'est plus pareil. Elle veut qu'on se voit tout à l'heure. Laisse-moi, s'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Je te dis que c'est mort. S'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Laisse-moi, s'il te plaît, laisse-moi. Je te dis que c'est mort. S'il te plaît, laisse-moi.
This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
The home of all things Africa.
The back boy pimping from my Land Cruiser. You won't see me around it. I should not be tick or make I do no man. I don't see what I can see, so I say me caution. That feeling on me, she shows why you don't need butter. My joke, cause I know could dance it. You don't, the ballet, palm in the salad. Magic, attention. When you go, palm in the salad. Suppose you shake your body. This is fire. The roof is on fire. Baby, the roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. Baby, the roof is on fire.
This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
Wake up in the morning every weekday and join Akinloye on Cradle Radio.
The roof is on fire.
Music is on fire.
Come on, the roof is
This
on
is
fire.
Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio. This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
The home of all things Africa.
This is Iron.
Big man, Walimbanti malora kuti undipweteke. Unbelievable, yeah. Walola mtima wanga usweke. Inene matende wendete yangalora. Sungachoke, that's not okay. Sindi kufuna ntiti ichoke. Mene ndikupumira panomo ndiye ndicha amati bibi chifukwa ndima wanga ukutama ngazi siza no more wanyamuka ndingo komorora ngati ndege
So that's a ten so panolora. Mwina, sizingateke. Wanyamuka ndinko komolora. Gadindege. So that's a ten so panolora. Mwina, sizingateke. Akuti, I don't deserve a second chance. Olozita futa zita done. Mamuna salira, koma ine kungomva izindelirani. Chibadwire sinda komo kepo, koma papo kankada tan. Basitu pamene pajafentan. Ngati ndikulota, etizono samba chisoni. Laura amvekere amwene tukande. You and me, we are done. We will be like the moon and the sun. Night and day can never be one. I could not believe what was going on. Oh my Lord, what a confusion. But I must accept she is gone. Wanyamuka ndinko komolora. Gadindege. So that's a dead answer, panolora. Mwina, sizingateke. Wanyamuka ndima fufulora. Gadindege. So that's a dead answer, panolora. Mwina, sizingateke. Maucha adaniora jiri mukagari motokanga kakorora kumandiuza wina katsafana satalora lero zonse zija hola so that's a dead answer panolora mwina sizingateke.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
This is Cradle Radio.
The home of all things Africa.
Now he's called Laura, that's his name, from a track titled Namandingo. It's amazing where somebody sounds so much alike from with an artist that you've known for over 30 years. And I keep saying this every time, this dude sounds so much like Azadas. Heaven knows where Azadas is now. That's another talent right there. Namandingo. Now, from a Namandingo's track, we head to Ghana this morning, all right? And it's going to be fiery right there. It's going to be fiery. Hence the music that comes after this news headline. Ghana bans first-class travel for government officials. And Ghana's president, John Mahama, has announced a ban on state-funded first-class travel for government officials, including cabinet ministers, as part of measures to reduce government spending. The directive was issued on Friday, that's last Friday, February 7th, during the swearing-in ceremony of 17 new ministers at the presidential palace in Accra. President Mahama emphasized that only essential travel will be allowed, and must first be approved by the Office of the Chief of Staff. And he says he has imposed a ban on non-essential travel forthwith to cut down on government expenditure. Any travel deemed essential must be undertaken in modesty. No first class, he said. He further urged officials to avoid displays of extravagance and make prudent use of public resources, stressing that government funds should be directed towards improving the lives of Ghanaians rather than luxury. The resources you will be working with belongs to the Ghanaian people. Those resources are not to be wasted on opulence and extravagance, Mahamat told his ministers. The president also revealed that an ongoing audit into the use of state resources by officials of previous administrations would soon be completed. Appropriate actions will be taken against those found guilty of misusing public funds. With the swearing-in of the new ministers, Ghana's cabinet now includes 42 ministers. The ban on first-class travel is expected to signal the government's commitment to responsible spending at a time when the country faces significant economic challenges. First-class travel, often chosen by senior officials for its comfort and privacy, comes at a high cost, sometimes up to 70% more than the economy class. My mass directive aims to ensure public funds are used more effectively to benefit citizens. Well, my thought is if you want to fly first class, why don't you do that on your own bail, right? It doesn't matter. As a minister, you actually get good pay. I want to believe that. Now using state funds to fly first class everywhere. About time people just see reason to all this wasteful spending. It's the same Ghana that had the last dispensation having built a $400 million foundation for a cathedral. Isn't that just crazy? I listened to some of this, man. I just want to pass out. $400 million, man. Jeez. What's the total debt that Ghana has with the IMF? I'm just naive. I just want to know, right? I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody. I'm just saying, how much is the debt that you have outside? You're building a cathedral in the heart of Accra for $400 million. Not a cathedral like mounting the whole project. It's for the foundation of the cathedral. Jesus. This is Cradle Radio. My name is Akinloye, and this is what we do. Oh my God, funny how time flies when you're having fun. I got 1 hour on the stream, and I got 8 minutes remaining. Well, let me quickly just run this by you, all right? Join our social media handles, like the one you're watching through, which is Instagram right now, and I believe Twitch as well. We're live on Twitch. I wanted to go on live on YouTube and Facebook as well simultaneously, but I think I need to give a notice of 24 hours before going on there. That's why you're not probably seeing me live on YouTube now. But tomorrow, definitely, we'll be on YouTube, and we'll get that sorted out. And also, you can join our social media handles. That's at Cradle Radio on most platforms, on Twitch, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on X, on TikTok, on all social media handles. We are there, and just search for Cradle Radio. And you're not just going to be listening to news, but good music coming from the motherland. That's for sure. And that's for real, 1 hour. I still got the regular programming that's coming up earlier on in the day via www.cradleradio.com. That's going to be at 8 o'clock. That's at Eastern time, not in African time, not on West African time either. That's going to be 8 o'clock my time. I'm in North America, if you want to know, okay? So 8 o'clock my time is like 2 p.m. in West Africa. And I think it's like 6 in some other parts of Africa in the evening. So that's going to be, we want to switch places with waking Africa up this way at what time is it? Mine, it's 1:54 a.m. in the morning, early morning. And I think I'm going to just go with the Horn of Africa. The Horn of Africa right now should be, and I'm talking about Somalia, it should be around maybe 8 or 9-ish. I'm not definite about that, but I know it's early morning because when we came on earlier on, it was around 6 then, or 6 or 6:30 or thereabout. But anyways, it's been my pleasure doing this. I'd love to do it tomorrow again. So tell your friends about it, okay? Come on and just subscribe to us, and you'll never get bored, especially because we bring you happy news, right? And once again, to the people of Namibia, I want to say a huge condolence for the passing of the great Njoma, all right? I just want to wish you guys well from that side of the world. And with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful track. And hopefully you're going to love this one. I like it. Hopefully you're going to love it. This is a man that I listened to, and I attended a concert. And we're talking about 25 years ago. Is it 25 or 22 years ago? All right. And is that thought process of attending that concert has never left me. And hence, I keep playing his music. This music is over 22 years, I think. Yeah, it's all over 20 years. You know what? I'm going to let Keziah Jones do justice to that and tell you himself, all right? Keziah Jones, one of the greatest to ever play, and that's still playing and still looking young. From the stable, I'll say, guys, be safe, play safe, and just think about others in your actions and all things you do, all right? God bless you. Stay safe. Have a nice one. Good morning, people.
Someone someday, 'cause when the words are gone, it's too late. You got to talk to someone someday, 'cause when the words are gone, it's too late. Communication with me, but the antenna there. I am a function of thee, speaking loud and clear. Oh, beautiful Emily. Oh, beautiful Emily. I need an explanation right now. Some good communication. Somehow I need a statement from thee about an L-shaped room, space imaginary. It's an abandoned